exciting small horse invitational tournament. Today, on the year of our Lord 2023, the 13th of February, otherwise known as Valentine's Eve. It was brilliant. We're here. We're good to go. It's Tuesday. Is it Monday? Is it Tuesday? Who knows? It's the day before Valentine's Day, where you pretend that you love your other half as much as the public expects you to. Unfortunately for me, I just found out that my wife is a ghost, but then I had my suspicions the moment she walked through the door. Bang! Here we go. Another exciting edition of the most ridiculous Champ Manager content out there. And let's let the managers of the league know that we are live and uncut. Let's see who wants to be first unto the breach this week. We continue the hot streak that has been the goal scoring in the small horse recently. And live, not love. Here we go. And it has been an absolute goal fest going forwards. This is the one of the lower scoring weeks. 2 whole clean sheets for teams. Ridiculous. Last time out in the second of a double game week. On Friday last week, I believe it was. And it's starting to see a bit of a pattern emerging in the league. Dudley Hill already racing to the top of the charts, like a re-released Kate Bush record. Running up that Dudley Hill. Still to drop a single point in the league. Sparta finally succumbed to a loss last week, and still also unbeaten, minimal interest on the same amount of points as Shamrock, with a game in hand. So a win today for minimal interest could really see them catch up on Dudley Hill and put them very much in the title mix. Welcome, Rocks, mate. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just in time for me to point out your failings as a manager, where last time out you unfortunately did get beat by minimal interest, and was a very, very close game in the end. But a surprising, somewhat shocking victory for minimal interest, trying to impart their title credentials early on in the season. And the only other unbeaten team so far, and we are going to have to scroll right down there, is my Funky Unicorns. Unbeaten, also not won a game, 3 draws out of 3, and in all honesty never really looked like winning. So interesting. Rocks, as you're here, we'll get you on first. Matt, fantastic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see who you're up against. If you're against one of the guys, and Noopy as well. Welcome, mate. Welcome, welcome, welcome. In fact, in that case, then, because Legends tends not to make an appearance, we'll get you up first, Matt, and give Dimble a chance, Rocks, to make an appearance. Welcome, Noopy, mate. You have, as you pointed out to me, and not the other way around, you are on the week off in this game week, so you can put your feet up and not have to worry about losing for a week at least. One huge change for the fabulous Flamingos this week, as Ronnie the big transfer, the one transfer that excuse me yawning. I did stay up very, very late last night to watch the Super Bowl, and I have been absolutely paying for it today. Very much struggling. You have indeed submitted a new tactic, Matt. Looks pretty good, in fairness. Yeah, the big sign-in for the Flamingos. Ronnie, realistically, it was a bit of a one-sided transfer in most people's eyes. Not least of all in Legend's eyes, as he genuinely thought he was getting Ronaldinho. He read the first three initials, saw an eye in there as well, and thought, yep, definitely I'm getting Ronaldinho, don't worry about it. So has asked me to start Ronaldinho on the left side of midfield, of his midfield this week, for Agahau to swap over. So I said I'll leave him be. Oh dear. No problem. Steve has just mentioned he's not going to get on. Still wait for Dibble just in case, but we'll get this one. We'll rush this one through nice and quick, mate. Don't you worry. And a nice shiny number 18 for Ronnie. New tactics, as Matt said. I probably should have highlighted them early doors. Looks very, very attacking there, to be honest, which makes sense against the zero at the back formation. It's got a bit for it defensively, but we've got past that. Okay, I'm so tired. That 10-minute mark without the first goal going in. Unbelievable. It's already slower than any of the other streams so far, apart from the one where me and Tato bore Drew. And it's 2 goals within the 3 goals within the time it's taken me to get out a 0-0 draw anecdote from a few weeks back, and it's very much all, and Javin with a third, it's very much all come to life all of a sudden. And 4 before half time, boring 45 minutes there, as ever. Just the 5 goals to start the stream. Oh, I need a sip and a little breather there. Javon! 4 of those 8 shots on target have gone through the hands of Franco Costanzo, who is understandably having a shocker. His goal is getting inundated, in fairness. And Ronnie, the man who is not Ronaldinho, not playing very well so far, but we'll give him a chance to potentially get a little bit better until the 60-minute mark. I'd be surprised to see any major changes for really. There we go. I thought that might be the case. And there's a 5th to start the second half as well. A 7th goal. Is the comeback? No. Oh, I thought the comeback might be on there. Oh, that's a pause, not a tactics. Apologies. No changes unless injured. I'll give you a chance to have another look at that just in case. I don't think anybody's even remotely injured. Not really even got out of second gear here. Not really needed to. Interesting to see if maybe Sahar or Mahalcha get anger. Yeah, I thought that might be the case. Sahar, brilliant. To potentially see if they're the right strike partner for who seems to be the main man in Javon. Muniti's having an absolute worldie behind him as well. A better second half of Costanzo and Ronnie. Let's try Ejiofor for McFarlane, who seems to be the sort of worst of the 3 up front. I think that's going to be about it. There's nothing else drastic. Maybe Stephen Reid for Ronnie. Yeah. getting dropped on his first game for the Flamingos, but I don't think that's going to do too much damage to really. Also doesn't look like Dimmel's going to be involved. Rock, so we'll get you on next, mate. And a late consolation goal there as the text popped up to say, and of course it's customary, Joey Dunn does get that one of those goals. Again, five of the 10 shots on target went in. 50-50 in terms of saves. A routine, and just the 8 goals to kick off the stream. Boring small horse again. Lovely. Right then, Rocks. As we said, a few changes for yourself. In fairness, you'll notice there's no arrows on the defensive midfielders for a change, and Schmuck gets a start, and Klimowicz comes in for who was the main man in season 1, Daniel Jimenez. So yeah, a few positional changes for Castor Troy. Another annoying number there. No changes whatsoever for the Hurricanes, who have unfortunate result last time out. They've been a bit up and down, in fairness. By a bit up and down, I mean mostly down. So the form book suggests a walkover for Castor Troy for the home team. But let's see if that rings true. You can never really count any chickens in the small horse. Certainly looks to be the home side with more of the ball, and there we go. D'Alessandro with his 5th of the season already. Not even 5 games into the season yet. In fact, this might be the 5th game of the season. Torres injured. Very easy decision to make like that. Straight in and done. And we'll get that to half time. No real issues. Casas maybe you might see coming off for Jimenez, for Castor Troy, all at 6s and 7s of the Hurricanes. Same till 60, no problems at all. Okay, sorry, just sending messages out to let people know when games are on, etc. Same till 60, yeah, all the 6s and 7s for the Hurricanes. I think there's not really much you can do there. Solari would be the obvious change. Just have a quick look at condition. Yeah, Solari's the only one sort of primed realistically for anything change-wise. But we'll leave it till 60. See how we go. Just about creeps over the 60-minute mark there. And yeah, everybody's creeping above that 7. Juan Gomez again with a 9. He must be well and truly up there. 8 out of 10 over 4 games is very, very good. And that average will creep up now after a 5th game if it stays as it is. Condition-wise, I mean, Klimowicz maybe. Yeah, not a problem. We'll see a little change there. Casas has been quiet, to say the least. And Gonzalez on the left. It's a nice extra option to have, isn't it? Done. Easy peasy. No problem. And let's have a look. Mateus Asper having a very good game in gold, and sort of needed to, as it stands. Let's have a look. See. Realistically, I think Kutuzov is the attacking option. Solari is doing it far better attacking. A bit more attacking for him. This is the kind of thing that you'd probably see done. And then Chaparral. Don't think there's anything too drastic other than that can be done. Let's see if the Hurricanes get back into this. We'll go right through to the end now. It's playing to the form book so far. Pretty much. And that is how you make a tactical substitution. Wow. Oh, wow. Now, conspiracy theorists will say that the impartiality of your chairman may come into question after that. However, wow. I mean, not a lot I can say after that one, Rox. I'll be honest. That is an absolute capitulation, that is. Folded like a cheap suit. Wow. I've never seen a game like that. Completely turned on its head after the 60 minutes. I feel like there's a rant coming from Rox, and it's probably deserved, in all honesty. It's a fucking small horse, ladies and gentlemen. Mostly gentlemen. Wow. Just absolute madness. That's all I can say about that one. Now, I know Fifey isn't going to be here because he's doing his award-nominated podcast, and Aston I've just seen arrive. Welcome, mate. So we'll get you on next. A little bit of a change there. Sort of a 7, a very sort of compact 7 there with Michael Ball, not the singer, getting his debut alongside Philippe Christenval. So 2 new faces in the back 4. I feel like Rox might have rage quit. There's no words coming back there at all. I'm a little worried. Might need a wellness check up in Scotland. Oof. Dear. And as is customary for Asnart, he's found the formation that fits the players he's got, especially Kiko, in fairness, who's been an absolute revelation this season, and has changed just the one as one personnel change this week, as Anders Svensson comes in for Emmanuel Kufor, who drops out completely. Last time out in the North against South Irish, I'm loath to say battle when talking about something like that, but here we go. Underwhelming result for the Shamrock Select. In a game they would have expected to win. Again, you'd probably suggest that this is a game, even only a point difference between the two teams. Realistically, you probably expect the home side to sneak this one. If the game plays to the form book, we've just seen the form book get absolutely thrown out of the window. And there we go. There goes your form book. And there we go. Very much. I'm worried that Rox has not said a single thing. Absolute radio silence. Oh dear. And that is completely against type. Very, very attacking performance from what looked like a fairly solid defensive formation for the Devils. And it is, in fact, out of those 5 shots on target, not one of the Devils that scores it. An own goal from Benoit Kaye, and again, Shay Givens having a very, very good season. Put Kale out, DMC. So, like this, and then like that. Viali for Mexes and put him DC. Okie dokie. Still with that arrow. Neuville out again for Carew and go 3 up top. No problem. Presumably again, arrow central. Very, very attacking changes there. I like to see that actually. It's really, really the right way to go about it, I think. I like that. Just to confirm again, Viali, no arrow there up to DM. Obviously there was for the sweepers, but yeah. No arrow and Viali, perfect, top man. And for the Devils, who all at 6s and 7s again. Tenino, the only one sort of looking not quite so sharp match fitness wise. I think you've got to leave that till 60 for the time being, as they are. See how they fare against the. Oh Jesus! Oh, the keeper's gone on. Oh, you have got a. You've got a substitution to make still. Luckily. Presumably that is going to be the change there. Yeah, he got away with that one, to be honest. I thought you'd made a third substitution and yeah, could have had to play the game out of that keeper. Yeah, I'm gonna make the assumption that you are going to bring the keeper on instead of putting Adrian Illy in goal. Yeah, that's good. I assumed as much, but you know, just in case. You never know in this league. And obviously no more personnel changes, but anything tactically you want to do, let's have a look, see if there's any big swing. Nothing at all changed since half time, apart from Shea Given going up. Shove Finnan and Yak onto the wings. Not the worst idea. Put Pete Kiko in the hole. Put Spencer to MC. presumably like that. Any arrows anywhere as well, obviously. Arrows in, like so, presumably. So yeah, arrows on, so arrows upwards, straightforward, no problem. Play on, excellent. And again, unless Tonino's really dropped in terms of condition, it's not drastically. Gravison, Campuy, not looking that bad. There's no one obvious that could take the place. Unless the CC goes to right back, but I don't think there's anything you need. I think you leave that as is if you're 5 feet. Let's see if you can play out as it is. Slow it down, see if there's going to be any last minute twist in the tail. And no, unfortunately not for Shamrock. Just didn't make any headway there as well. Unlucky, probably on. Yeah, in fairness, that is a very good. It looked solid at the start. As I said, that back seven, you don't tend to see that often, apart from Ebbs with the 4 at the back in this league. But it's worked against those 2 sweepers in the first half, and all credit to you, Ebbs. Ebbs, fucking Asner, mate. You did everything possible to change that outcome, and yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't to be by the things. Push the wingers up next time is what I would have done. Not seen Mr. Rocks since that game, Dimble, I'll be honest. We may need to put an APB out on him, get an Amber Alert or something for him. I am a little worried that just disappeared, fully disappeared immediately. And who is next? Sandfields against Melendres. We'll leave that until a little later, as I know Dan is trying to put the letter down. Ebbs not here, and neither is June, so we'll crack on with this one next up. I don't think Ebbs made any changes. Let me just double check for my own sanity, but that should be exactly as last time. Yes. Let's see. He hasn't put anything in, so we'll leave it as is. Everybody looks alright. Did okay last time out. Yeah, if I remember rightly, it was painful to watch, but we got there. Yes, Dimble, mate, just the one game tonight. I am absolutely cream cracked after staying up to watch the Super Bowl last night. I've only got the one in me tonight. 10 o'clock already is way past my bedtime. And again, this is customary. No changes from Sparta FC either. Well, this is going to be difficult to see what's going on here. Both teams with that black background, only the coloured writing changing. I could not tell you who has the better of it so far, but that answers the question. The dragon strikes first for Sparta, and a second for Sparta. After that defeat, the first defeat in a long, long while for Sparta, very much turned on the style, back to the level of performance they have been at, and that is very, very strong. It is a clip clash, you're not wrong. Now, if I'm Ebbs here, I'd probably, realistically, would have gone to his 10 at the back formation. But let's have a look. Can Georgiades play centre mid? Centre back, sorry? Yeah, he can. I thought he could play pretty much anywhere. Yes, Tato. Well done, mate. Perfect timing. You have not played yet. I've saved both yours and Dan's till the end. You've not been on, mate. No, you have not been on. I've saved you. Saved your games, don't worry. It's you against Dan, and you are the two. Well, Dan asked me to play his late. I say Dan, I mean Dan and Swanee, obviously. Let go from there, and you don't need to change anything at all if you're Sparta. So in fact you won't be up next, I will be up next, and then ooh, that changes things. Very, very much changes things. That is the obvious change. I don't think anybody will begrudge me for making that one. But gives Ebbs a chance here. I reckon we go. Well, look, this is what Ebbs would do, I think. Especially as he did this last time. And then we'll play this one all the way through. Jocelyn scores. I was about to say potentially comeback is on, and I thought a fourth one had gone in there for Sparta. It looks like it might be too little too late now for Ebbs. And the suffixes is. And there is the fourth in the end. So did do very well to almost come back into it, in fairness. Ebbs, when they went down to 10 men. But realistically, when you've got the backup of Edwin van der Sar for Magnus Hedman, that level of quality, it's plug and play, isn't it? There's no difficulty there really for Sparta. Back up the table as expected. So Steve isn't here, as you weren't here earlier, Dimble, and you are basically joined at the hip with Steve. You can be the de facto Yorkshireman for the night. He has made no changes, as you know. So you go straight up against myself. I don't think I made any changes either. No, I didn't. I don't think that's on purpose. I think that's just because I forgot to make any changes. So we will go with that and see how we get on. I expect it to not be very good, especially after the opening 5 minutes. Has seen 88% possession for Dudley Hill with pretty decent looking away kit, in fairness. Probably the most colourful 2 kits we've had so far. Certainly makes a change to the last game. And there is the first goal. And there is bollocks. There goes my hopes of getting anything out of this game. Never mind. Well, we've done alright to get to half-time, only 1-0 down, realistically, after going a man down. Keeper doing well again, thank fuck. Good transfer to bring in fairness. Delio looking pretty good as well. Dimble will give you the opportunity to make any changes that you might see fit to make on Steve's behalf. 2 players on a yellow card. Dean Richards and Sean Davis both got the same potential substitute available to him. Sorry, Chinsky, I reckon, could do a job in both positions. No changes. Very much spelt exactly as Steve would. As well, I'd like to see it. I'm Steve style subs, I like it. I'm gonna go I'm going to make a really wild swing here. And hope for the best. Hey, perfect timing. I say perfect timing. Oh, decent timing as your match is up next. Done. You said no changes, so we will go to 60 minutes and see if anything changes at all for me. Doubtful. Come on now, car. Turn up, you fucker. Nothing changing at all. Footed Lopez. Right. I have to go completely central here. I don't think that's going to do anything at all, but let's go for it. Again, seeing absolutely nothing coming from the home side in terms of any clinical edge. Doubtless we'll see nothing from Dimble / Steve. But I do believe that my unbeaten record is going to go tonight, and Dudley Hills. Yeah, supremacy is going to continue as well. Ooh. I don't think I really need to ask Dimble what he would do there. Yeah, I don't think they ever actually played together. I don't think Andrew Martin ever played for Sandfields full stop, in fairness, in either iteration. Rickard got a good run out a couple of times. But I don't think anything too drastic. Yeah, there we go. Has this change? Has anything happened at all? No. 2 minutes. I don't think anything will, in fairness. Absolutely nothing happened for 20 minutes there. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, probably deserve that. Going down to 10 men against the top of the league, it was always going to be a tough task. Keeper having a very good game, has not helped either. Well done, through gritted teeth, Steve. And here we are. Sandfields against Minimal Interest, and I'm slightly worried, Dan, that you sent me some changes, and did I implement them? Pretty sure I did. Yeah, there we go. Tonight, draw. Yeah, there we go. I think got to read Benito Carboni on here. Dear. Is that the Afonso up front? That's what you're expecting to see. Yeah, good. I thought so. Yeah. Djorkaeff and Balashov switch, Kachura back, Afonso up top. Yeah. Which is different from the last time out. Yes, brilliant. Okay, good. Yeah. Testing for this did not go well. Excellent. Well, testing for mine went really well, and I just got it. So. And you made no changes, Tato, I want to say? No, Romadal and Babangida was the only change you made. I remember. Yeah. Here we go. The climax of the night. Very much... I was going to say, very much in-form Minimal Interests against the surprise winners of last week, and it is a very good debut for Babangida, and not a good night already for Diop and Mario Cuenca. And Tassos Venitis, he's already done for the night. I'm going to get that one ready to go, because that is what I would expect to see as the obvious change. Ooh, Balashov, it is lovely. And that is how you start a game. Don't think you're going to win this one 4-0. Damn. Tato might. Halfway to that score already. But it also won't be 4-0. The first shot on target for Sandfields, and Afonso. Very much the find of the save already. Not a player I've ever seen before at any point. Absolutely looking for business already. And I know the first thing is... Oof, dear, under 90 already. Expect to see Rovnenko. Or Rovnenko. Not sure. I'd never seen it. Yeah, just it's a really funny sort of find there. 3 to 60 as well, not a problem at all. Looks really good in fairness. Be interesting to find him on. What's a third for Minimal Interest as well. Interesting to find him on a home save, see if he's got that same sort of finishing ability. Looks like you're starting to get a bit better. At least in terms of ratings, Dan, but it's getting worse in terms of the scoreline. hello, Mirones. Welcome to the Small Horse. Not a name I recognise, so potentially your first time in the to the shit show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just waiting for some substitutions for the last game of the night. DL to Dual Chaos roll. With Rovneko on Fiori. No problem at all. Any more for any more? Where am I from? I'm from Leicester in England. Go, thanks. No problem. Dan. And very, very good game so far for the minimal interest. He doesn't need to look at condition because condition is a myth. If I say please or thanks, I'm done. Yeah, I no worries at all, mate. I will remember that going forwards from the old Swemp days. No problem. Sousa off for Ficini. Sousa getting a rest already. And we shall play through. Will we see? Oh, disallowed. It very much is the My Little Pony, exactly. And another win for minimal interest keeps them right on the heels of the stars of the show so far, Dudley Hill. And 2 of the 3 unbeaten teams maintain that record tonight. Another boring small horse with goals aplenty. 15 points out of a possible 15. 10 points out of a possible 12. Not a bad start for the top 2 teams. Sparta FC back to their winning ways. And how on earth is Fifey and the Devils up to 4th and within a point of 2nd place, albeit a game ahead? Ridiculous. I dropped down to 12th as well, with Ebbs winning tonight. Although, albeit with that game in hand, I could, in theory, jump all the way up to 7th. Another bad result for Castor Troy. And I think we all need to just check in on Mr. CM on the rocks. Make sure he's okay. Camp's up the top there with average rating still. And still top 2 goal scorers, Castor Troy. And Nelka sliding down to 7th as he's had another absolute nothing game. Up next, of course, myself against Castor Troy. Just as I mentioned that I could go above him with a victory. Ebbs against Ban River in a down the bottom of the table clash. And it is not Dudley all up next for you, Tato. You will be up against another form team, really. Next to potentially roll over and get their belly tickled by Dudley Hill will be Shamrock. And Devils against Sandfields, that 5 against Dan. 2 former chairmen of their own iterations of Champ Manager content. Interesting to see how that one goes. But that's it from me tonight. Nice, speedy little playthrough. let's have a look. Your week off is indeed Dimble. Well spotted. You will be up against me the following week. Excellent. So fresh legs against my unicorns as they get battered by the South American cast of Troy. And that will be a very, very interesting game that following week. Minimal interest take on Sparta. Dudley Hill against Sandfields. Oof. Yeah, lots of interesting games coming up. I'll let everybody know in the Twitter chat when the next game is going to be played. Potentially tomorrow. Potentially, we shall see. So I shall slide in DMs and get saves out soon enough. But yeah, happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Definitely didn't get any love out of Steve Wright tonight. He's bestowed that all upon his angelic missus, or saintly missus as must be to put up with him, bless him. Another absolute joy. Love to everybody. Much love.